So we're going to start with a story before we introduce ourselves so we don't bore you. We've been attempting to do this for the last half hour and have struggled.
Take 40.
Yes, that's right. So when I was a freshman in college, even before my first day of school, my parents came to the college and dropped me off. And they were dropping me off at the Newman Center. And my dad wanted to have a little aside conversation with just the two of us. So it was, man-to-man type moment. And for me, I thought that this was going to be a monumental experience that I always remember because it was going to be my dad sharing his words of wisdom with me before I went to college. He did share some good words of wisdom, but with a slightly different twist. And so what he shared with me and what he said was that it was just the two of us. And he kind of paused for a moment. My dad's a very sentimental kind of guy. And he said, Jimmy, the habits you form now are going to be the habits that stick with you for the rest of your life. I was like, oh, that's deep. So then he followed up with that and he said, so make sure you brush your teeth 3 times a day. I thought 2 was enough, but that's beside the point. So I'm Jimmy Becker. This is my wife, Julia.
Hi. And I went to the University of Nebraska-Lincoln.
I went to the University of Illinois and then served as a focus missionary for 3 years. 2 years up at the University of Wisconsin in Madison and 1 year down at the University of Texas.
And right now, I am not teaching, but I taught 3rd grade last year and we're expecting a baby in 2 months. So I'm a full-time mom now.
And I serve as a project manager for a company called Blackbird Investments. So I work in real estate development.
While I was involved with Focus, I led a Bible study and discipled a few girls in my sorority and had a very regimented prayer life. Was doing a holy hour most days and going to daily mass and praying a rosary.
Yeah, I'd say for me it was very slow and steady. My sophomore year is when I started getting more involved with my faith. I had a reversion to the faith my summer of my freshman year and just gradually got more and more in touch with my relationship with Jesus and really came to understand the beauty of our faith and the beauty of our, just everything.
Being Catholic rocks.
Yeah, amen.
It does. Now that we're not directly involved with Focus, prayer life is obviously a little different because we don't have a Catholic church just half a block from where we're living. So we made it our goal as a couple to do a half an hour of prayer every day. Whatever that may look like. Sometimes it involves reading. Sometimes it involves reading the Bible and meditating on something. Or it could just be sitting in silence. And we still try and make it to daily mass every day and then also pray a rosary. And normally I pray mine in the car just because it's really easy. Normally I'm driving somewhere and have 20 minutes to pray it. So it helps me remember every day to keep it up.
Yeah, I think the only other comment that I would add to that with the 30 minutes of prayer, I actually pray 30 minutes before I go to work. And so it's the first thing that I do in the morning. Father Larry Richards, if you've ever heard of him, he's really good about stressing the importance of prayer. And he has a saying that goes, no Bible, no breakfast, no Bible, no bed. And so that's kind of a habit that I've worked to establish and something that, it brings a lot of peace and consolation, and it helps me also to prepare for the day.
Mm-hmm. Sets you up on the right track. My advice to you, especially going home after finals for Christmas, is to be present with the people that you're with. Most likely, you guys are going to be with your family, and you have no idea if you'll get to celebrate Christmas together like that again. So put your phones away, put your computers away, and serve the people with joy that you are surrounded by.
And my advice to you is to wake up earlier than you may have intended to. And so what I'd suggest is set your alarm about 15 to 20 minutes earlier than when you would normally wake up, and have that be your time for prayer. Mm-hmm. And I think it's a time that you will treasure for a lifetime. I can say that with certainty. Along with that, too, just want to share with you something that was shared with me my first year as a focus missionary. It's called the 5 Measures of Holiness. And it was something that Father Nielsen, the chaplain at the University of Wisconsin, shared it with all the students. He shared it with us at the house, and he really encouraged us as well just to form good habits. So the 5 measures of holiness are daily rosary, morning offering, examination, frequent reception of the sacraments, and a holy hour or holy time with Jesus, so prayer time. So as you're preparing for this break, we both encourage you to stick to your habits and or to form good habits, and recognize that God doesn't call us to make good habits. He calls us to be holy. So it's not enough just to strive to live a virtuous life. We are called to live a holy life, and that requires for us to establish strong muscles of faith, and that's something that can be built through the grace of God. And grace builds on nature, so it's something that requires work on our part.
That's right. And brush your teeth.
That's right.
And good luck on finals. Have a good Advent, and happy early Merry Christmas.
God bless you.
Bye.